All right. Today, once again, like I said in my morning message, we will be learning all about coins. If you didn't get a chance to watch the coin video that I put on Class Dojo, feel free. I'm going to link it in the description box. It's a really good video to help you memorize the value of a coin and what exactly it looks like. So, again, today we will be learning the values of 4 coins that we use on an everyday basis. And then we're gonna get some practice in adding the same value of the coin. So right now I'm just talking and you're just listening. Let's get started. All right, so let's go over the value of each of our coins. The first one that we're gonna start with is a penny. Is a penny. Pennies are the only one that are copper, so they're easy to remember. This is what the front looks like, and this is what the back looks like. Pennies are worth 1 cent. They're worth 1 cent. And if you're not familiar with this is the cent sign. Every time we have any amount that are in cents, you draw this symbol. It stands for cents. Whenever you count pennies, you are going to skip count by ones. And we skip count by ones or count by ones because pennies are worth 1 cent. The next one is a nickel. Nickels are fat. They look really thick. This is what the back looks like. This is what the front looks like. Nickels are worth 5 cents. So whenever you count nickels, you will skip count them by fives. You will count by fives. And they're worth 5 cents. Once again, there's that symbol. It stands for cents. So these are worth 5 cents. The next one is a dime. It's a dime. Dimes are really tiny. They're the tiniest of the coins. They're really thin, but they're worth 10 cents. They're worth 10 cents. So whenever you count your dimes, you will count by tens. This is what dimes look like. Feel free to pause and zoom in if you need to, if you can't really see them that well. Totally okay. But yeah, skip count by tens. And when we start to represent these for like our word problems, you should just draw a circle like this. Put the number of the value of the coin and write your cent sign in the middle. And last but not least is the quarter. It's the quarter. Oh, can y'all see? It's what the quarter looks like. This is what the back of it looks like. Quarters typically have different things on the back of them. They usually have a different image. But you can always count that it'll have this on the beginning. On the head of the quarter. Quarters are the biggest and they're worth the most out of the 4 coins that we're going over. Quarters are worth 25 cents. They're worth 25 cents. And so again, when we represent these in our word problems, this is how you'll show a quarter. So that means we skip count by 25s. I want you to, if you are at, I know you're at home. If you have any coins at home, I want you to get them out so you can get familiar with what they look like, especially quarters and nickels. A lot of times we get these confused, but if you look at them, a nickel is really thick. Quarters aren't that thick. Also, quarters are bigger than nickels and they are worth more. So in order for you to be able to tell the difference on like a worksheet or something, is to really get familiar with what the front of them looks like and as well as the back. That'll help you distinguish between the two. All right. Now we're about to skip count. Well, not skip count. We're going to write repeated addition sentences to count coins that are the same. So like we'll count all the dimes and write a repeated addition sentence, or count nickels and write a repeated addition sentence. So go ahead and get your pencil and paper and let's get started. All right, so say for instance, you may see something like this, where you will show the value of 3 nickels. If you revert back to our anchor chart, which is over here, nickels are worth 5 cents, you will know that nickels are worth 5 cents. So if I want to write a repeated addition sentence to match, I will write 5. And since there's a value of 3 nickels, I need to write that 3, ooh, Lord, 3 times. But I need to write 5. Ooh, teaching y'all wrong. Okay. Okay. Now we're ready. Say silly, Miss Sims. Okay. So now we just count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So the value of 3 nickels is 15 cents. Do not forget the cent sign. Cent is telling me that it's money. It's money involved. Nickels are money. So we have to write our cent sign. Let's do another one. So show the value of 4 pennies. We know that pennies are worth 1 cent. So we're going to write it a repeated addition sentence to match. It's telling us 4 pennies. So I need to write 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to count by ones because pennies are worth 1 cent. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the value of 4 pennies is 4 cents. Now, we're going to show the value of 2 quarters. Now, quarters sometimes can be a little harder for us to count by. So, a thing I like to teach is to write 25, 50, 75, $1. And this is a dollar sign. We only write this when we have dollar bills. So these are cents. This is a dollar. Now, just keep that nearby. If you always kind of trip up when you're counting quarters, you can revert back to this. So we're going to show the value of 2 quarters. We know that quarters are worth 25 cents. So we need to do 25 plus 25. 25, 50. 50 cents. You could have also put this in vertical form if you wanted to give it a try. We know that 5 plus 5 is 0. We bring that new 10 to the tens place. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. We still would have got 50 cents. Now, once again, quarters are a little trickier, so just take your time when you're adding them. All right, it's your turn. Feel free to pause the video as you do it. I want you to write a repeated addition sentence that is the same amount as 5 dimes. Go to work. All right, now that you've done that, let's get to work. So 5 dimes. We know that dimes are worth 10 cents, so we need to do 10 plus 10 is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we need to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the value of 5 dimes is 50 cents. All right, I hope y'all learned something new today, or this was a good review for you if you've already learned a little bit about coins, either in small groups or in first grade. I am going to upload your practice onto Class Dojo, and then you send me your message. Y'all have a great Monday. See you tomorrow.